Let's continue to look at husbands. Let's go to Proverbs 12:4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is a rottenness in his bones. Let's go to chapter 31 and verse 11. The heart of her husband doeth safely, trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. Going down to 23. And her husband is known in the gates, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. Going down to 28. Her husband arises up, and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Go to Isaiah 54, verse 5. For my Maker is my husband, and the Lord of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the God of the whole earth shall he be called. Let's go to Jeremiah 3 and verse 20. Surely as a wife treacherously departeth from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, saith the Lord. Let's go to chapter 6 and verse 11. Therefore I am full of the fury of the Lord. I am weary without holding in. I will pour it out upon the children of God, and upon the assembly of young men together. For even the husband with the wife shall be taken, the age with him that is full of days. Let's go to Jeremiah 31 and 31 through 34. Behold, the day cometh, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I have made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. Those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts, and I will write in their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the last of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sins no more. Let's go to Ezekiel 16, 30 through 32. How weak is thine heart, saith the Lord God, seeing thou doest all these things, the work of an imprecious whorish woman, in that thou buildest thine intimate place in the head of every way, and maketh thy high places in every street, and hast not been as a harlot in thy secret hire, but as a wife that committeth adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband. It's going down to 45. Thou art thy mother's daughter, that loatheth her husband and her children, and thou art a sister of thy sisters, which loathe her husband and their children. And your mother was a Hittite, and your father an Amorite. Let's go to Hosea. We want 2 and 3. Plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredom out of her sight, and put adulteress from between her breasts, lest I strike her naked, and set her as in the day that she was born, and make her a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with the thirst. Let's go down to 7. And she shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them. And she shall seek them, but shall not find them. Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband, for then was it better with me than now. Go to Joel. We want chapter 1, verse 8. Lament like a virgin. Bread with sackcloth for the husband of a youth. In the Strong's, it's 376. A man as an individual or a male person, also another, any man, a certain champion, consists each, every fellow, him, husband, one people, person, steward, worthy. And in 1167, a master, hence a husband, owner, archer, babbler, bird, captain, chief, man, confident, have to do, dreamer, those to whom it is due, furious, whose that are given to it great or hairy, he that hath it have, horseman, husband, lord, man, married, master, person, sworn, day of. And 2860, a relative by marriage, a circumcised child, bridegroom, husband, son-in-law.